Hello again. It's Dr. P. Today we're going to talk about Google Scholar because I know no matter what I do, you guys will go to Google Scholar. So there are some useful and effective approaches to using Google Scholar. And the truth is I use it all the time too, but I use it in relation to the databases and to OneSearch. So we're going to look at all that today. And this references step 6 in my Steps to Research Handout. Okay? Yeah. All right. Enjoy it. Bye.
Okay. So we're going to talk about Google Scholar now, and I wanted to reference it directly to my Search Strategies for Everybody handout. This is my Steps to Research handout. They are equivalent titles. And we're going to page down to step 6, Google Scholar. All of these are hyperlinked, so if you open this document on the web, you will be able to get to it straight away. The thing about Google Scholar is that it's an index. It's not technically a database. And you can see here I mentioned there's no way to limit to peer-reviewed, there are no subject term links, and Google does not approve or support the value of any of the items. What it's doing essentially is Google has created an algorithm that looks for things that identify as scholarly. And we can talk about what scholarly versus peer-reviewed means here on step 7. You can look down there for a definition of those distinctions. But really what's at stake is Google is doing its Google thing, but it's looking for things that are identifying as academic or scholarly, and it's putting them all together in one place. So if we go to Google Scholar, what we see is a very friendly search bar, right? We know this, we're familiar with it, and it's a very forgiving search. If we start with the search we've used previously, global warming and climate change, we get over 2 million results, which, Google is very happy about that because they're like, look at all this stuff. But the truth is, how many times are you going to go to the 10th O? Not very many. All of those limiters and things that we use to narrow down our searches in the databases, they're not available here. This is a free service. We'll say free. I'm sure Google is making us pay for it in some way. But in any case, our only limiters are really in terms of date. That said, it can be helpful when we get stuck because this is such a forgiving search that we can really just type in anything we're interested in. Today I was thinking about strides and my height. So women and step stride. I don't even know what I'm saying there. But Google would be like, hey, I kind of know what you mean, and here's some things about that. I can start looking at the topic I'm interested in without having a lot of really distinct keywords. So if we go back to our original search, notice the and, our Boolean operator. Remember again, on our handout, Boolean operators are described on step 2. Here they are. You can look at them there. The and here is not working as effectively as I could imagine. Because if I put in or, I'm getting slightly less results, but the same ones are floating to the top. So Booleans don't work that great. Also, if I start to separate something out with parentheses, and I want it as a file type PDF, so I want all of my results to have a PDF. And if I go down to step 6, I can see how to do that here. This works for Google Regular and Google Scholar. So I'm going to copy that and paste it here. So now what I'm saying is I want global warming and climate change as topics, and I would like the file type result to be a PDF. Now I have fewer results, you see, because now it's just giving me things that come as PDFs, whether they're books or just articles. So that's useful. Another useful thing is cited by. If I find something that I like and I'm interested in it, I can select cited by if it's offered, and this tells me the 34 places where in the future the article I was just looking at was used as a reference. So if we go back for a second, here's this article. It was published in 2009. In the future, after 2009, 34 people used it as evidence for their discussion. So that's great because these things are probably going to be similarly related to the topic I'm interested in. What else can we use this for? Well, let's say we find something that we want. The first thing to know is we do not pay for anything. Our tuition pays for the service of getting these items. I want to see if CSULB has this item. So I collect the title, I'm going to copy it, and then I go over to the library homepage. And in this One Search Everything search, I put in that title. Everything. Not CSULB, not CSU. I want to look at everything. I submit that, and if we have it, it'll come up at the very top. Yay! It's a book chapter. So do we have the book? Probably not. Could we interlibrary loan it in the future? Yes, we can. Currently, this is going to be a sticky wicket, but you can see the process. I was out in Google Scholar. I was interested in something. I brought it back into OneSearch to see if we had it. And if we didn't exactly have it digitally available, I can get it as interlibrary loan in the future. This will also say if we had this book physically available in the stacks. That is the basic process. Everything that I find on the web, I'm going to bring back into OneSearch and see if we have it. I am not going to pay 30 euros for something that I haven't checked to see if we have. And if we don't have it, we interlibrary loan it when things have gone back to normal. And that's essentially the pros and cons of Google Scholar. Please use it with care, and please make sure you check to see if we have a thing inside the OneSearch box. All right, thanks very much. Bye.